Hey, what's up guys? Darkbreaker here in today's video with the super exciting Kha'Zix gameplay. Kha'Zix, it's one of my favorite champions in the season, one of the best jungle picks right now that you can use in solo queue, and this is gonna be a super exciting solo queue challenger jungle gameplay for Kha'Zix. I'm gonna show you guys the build that I've been running a lot of times. I think in this game I might have even gotten the Edge of Night second. Edge of Night second a lot of times can be very good. I hope you guys will enjoy this gameplay. Trust me, it's an insane comeback. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see how you guys can win almost impossible to win games. Never give up, I would say. Anyways, the build is pretty simple, just stacking lethality, but I'm going to explain to you guys why I'm going for each item and why I think they're good on Kha'Zix. Armor penetration boots are pretty obvious, giving you a lot of attack damage and armor penetration for low gold cost. And having that additional movement speed is pretty nice to rotate on the map. And then most of the times I'm going Yumu's Ghost with first item because it provides you with a lot of attack damage, ability haste, armor penetration, movement speed, attack speed, so many stats just for 3000 gold. Serpent's Fang can be good first item or second item option if you guys need the anti-shield, because it reduces shielding from the opponents, plus it also gives you ability haste and armor penetration. Edge of Night in this meta is a key item on Kha'Zix. You can either get a second item or fourth item, depending if you guys need to rush the Edge of Night for the spell shield against heavy crowd control team compositions or heavy poke compositions. In this game, the enemy Zoe was so strong and oppressive that having Edge of Night second was pretty important to decrease the damage from the Zoe poke. Edge of Night grants you a spell shield, so this is super useful to block incoming hostile abilities or like key ultimates as well. Then next one, the armor penetration percentage item. You have two options. Option number one is if you guys need anti-heal, you go for the mortal reminder for the heal reduction, and if you guys want to have additional slow and additional ability haste, then Serita's Grudge. Then, like I said, Serpent's Fang. Another good option could be Duskblade for the additional damage on your first auto attack against an opponent, and it also slows them down, plus it has reset mechanics. If you guys playing against more tanky components, or you have a lot of physical damage in your team and you want to reduce the armor of the opponents, then Black Cleaver can be a good option to help your allies and to be a little bit more tanky. Collector can be an option if you're like super snowballing and you just want to one-shot people even easier thanks to the execution damage from the Collector. Otherwise, Guardian Angel for the revive in the late game is super good option. Then Death Dance can be a good option against heavy physical damage compositions thanks to the physical damage mitigation, so you're taking physical damage over time, plus it gives you healing whenever a champion dies. Otherwise, for the runes, First Strike is an amazing option as an assassin on Kha'Zix since he has so much burst damage. It gives him more true damage during his burst, plus it gives him a lot of gold for snowballing. For the runes, Guardian Storm lets you scale into the late game, giving a lot of attack damage. Giant Slayer is a good option against more tanky compositions for additional bonus damage up to 14%. Otherwise, Coup de Grace for additional damage when the opponents are low life, or below 40% HP to be exact. Then Legend Bloodline gives you a lot of sustain on your first ability whenever you're bursting champions, and Sun Impact provides you with additional lethality for even more burst damage when you're using stealth plus jumping abilities. But yeah, that's commit for the item build. Hope you guys will enjoy this gameplay. Let's get started. Let's get started, guys, with an insane Kha'Zix gameplay for today. As you guys can see, it's in Challenger Elo. We're playing against two challengers. The Amumu is top 1 Amumu, and he's also challenger, and then the Zoe as well. So they also have two challengers, and it's gonna be I think one of the hardest games I had this season. Very back and forth, and you guys are gonna witness some nice comeback. Oh, very nice comeback. So anyways, I'm gonna start blue side this game because blue side has the fastest jungle path to level 5. Plus, I'm assuming that Momo starting blue side, pathing full clear to get level 5 and finishing red side. But either way, Kha'Zix should be fast at the scuttle, and I should be able to win against the Amumu at the first scuttle, depending on the priorities, of course, so we have to see. But 125, you can do 4 camps into the scuttle on the bot side, so that's very fast, and then you just get the red buff, get the crux, and then you get level 5. So this is the fastest way because the Grump is isolated in this case, so you guys can clear it very quickly. The skill orders can be the first ability, then the second ability, and then the third ability, and the evolve order, most of the times I go first ability, then first ability, third ability, and then second ability, but sometimes you can also run the ultimate for some more flank options or some better repositioning in team fights. So let's see. Amumu is moving towards it, but the problem is my Z doesn't have priority. I'm pinging. Let's see if we can fight it. Okay, he jumps in. It was actually a mistake. Caitlyn's chasing too deep, flashing in, and Zed is not moving at all. Where Zoe's already here, and Zoe gets a free kill. I think that skirmish, I shouldn't have forced it, considering that the Zed will probably not come, but honestly it looked like he had even or like neutral positioning right there. So I felt like maybe he could have rotated if he actually wanted to. But I guess in this case, when you see, okay, you don't have lane priorities, maybe just go for the full clear, reset, and then go for the other side and get the other scuttle instead. I mean, I think we would have been fine if Caitlyn doesn't flash in and over chases. Would have been him getting the scuttle, but them not getting any kills. Right here, I'm looking of maybe getting a kill onto that Zoe. I'm gonna try to flash over, get that kill. I'm using the ultimate to get some movement speed and reposition myself. This guy's trying to chase me. Hopefully I can escape. The Zoe was low life, so I was hovering in the brush, looking for a pick-off right here. Okay. We might be able to turn this. There's the plant. I am gonna take the plant as well. I can use the first ability into smite to secure the scuttle. I get it, and now we can just go on this guy. I'm full HP, by the way, so I get the kill. Very nice. Zoe is going back in. Let's see what can do against the Zoe. Zoe is actually poking me down, and Lulu is also rotating right now. Lulu is rotating. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go for the full clear right here. I'm not clear my blue side. At the same time, Caitlyn plus Yumi are trying to punish the Tristana, hopefully. But yeah, Kha'Zix is a champion that is an amazing assassin, great at controlling objectives and flanking, and even poking down opponents in team fights if they're rushing objectives, with the evolved second ability later on. But yeah, try to focus on farming, try to look for picks, and let's see if this guy is going to be over-aggressive. I think the Zoe is going to be aggressive, jumping in, and he kills him anyway, so not bad. I had to use my ultimate though, 1-for-1 in the end. Right now it's not looking too bad. It's 5-3, we have 2 kills. We should reset, get items, and then let's see. What's gonna spawn? It's Ocean Dragon, right? Usually when the Ocean Dragon is spawning, I like to trade the objectives and go for the Rift Herald, and with the Rift Herald I can get a lot of gold by getting platings onto the mid turret and potentially even getting the whole turret. If you get the whole turret, you get the first turret bonus gold for the whole team, plus you open up the turret for rotation and better map pressure. And in this case, the opponents also have... Okay, I'm gonna try to jump in, get him. Hopefully I can get him. Nice, I get him. Get the killing spree. 10 seconds. They have Amumu, and Amumu is very strong in team fights. I'm gonna push in the wave. You guys might be wondering why. Okay, I really got the kill. I want to get the Herald. I'm pinging the Aurelia, please help me. Let's get the Herald, and then potentially get the mid turret afterwards. For you guys wondering why, mainly you don't wanna flip team fights. The risk of losing a team fight is too high, and this is a more consistent way of just trading objectives, getting gold, and especially the Ocean Dragon is, in my opinion, not that strong. I'm taking a lot of damage here. He gets the Ocean Dragon, which is fine. The Ocean Dragon provides him with some regeneration out of combat. You see what the problem here? The problem here is 4 people are mid lane with the wave, and they're getting our turret. They're getting a bunch of gold while my bot lane is AFK. And look what's gonna happen. I'm trying to defend this. I'm gonna try to go in and smite the cannon. So maybe I can defend this turret at least. We defend the turret. Caitlyn is pushing bot side with the Yuumi. Hopefully they might be able to get the turret, but our mid turret is gonna fall right now. So I think it's actually pretty bad that our bot lane again didn't rotate at all. And they get the first turret of the game, even though we chunked the turret down so hard with the Rift Herald. It's kind of wasted. I'm gonna jump in. Luda's gonna flash out though. Get some damage on. Both bot turret and mid turret are very low right now. I want to try to potentially... Okay, Tristana's here. I wanted to steal the blue buff from the Amumu, and right now I'm just pinging the Zed. Zed, come here. Let's get the mid turret. Zed is not gonna try to help, but I still get the turret. But yeah, I mean, we got the Rift Herald and almost got the mid turret, and they just rotated towards the mid turret. And because of our allies not rotating as well, we lose the mid turret for free. So it's actually pretty bad. Because we traded an objective and still end up losing the turret almost. Okay, he saw me. I know that he saw me, so I'm just walking away. Getting some damage in. I'm just gonna try to get the turret right here. Getting some platings. Potentially, because the platings are gonna drop in 10 seconds. But look, we got a bunch of damage onto the turret and almost got it at this point. At the same time, bot lane is fighting. I think it's a 3 vs 3 because Amumu was topside as well. But they're losing this fight. It's a 3 vs 3, but they got wiped completely. Amumu's topside, we know that Amumu just did the red buff, so the Aurelia has to be careful. I'm hovering for the Aurelia, knowing that the Amumu is potentially coming right now. So I'm just gonna go in. This guy dies already, so I kinda wasted. Actually, I can just kill him. Flash, Q. No, he doesn't die. And Zoe's here already. I get the kill. He doesn't die with the isolation, and Zoe gets my shutdown. So in the end, this is pretty bad. It's a 2-for-2, but Zoe gets my shutdown. And Zed is not defending top lane. Ah, tragic. Like, rotation wise, the enemy bot lane is playing better so far, and they're winning. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get Edge of Night for the Zoe early on. Potentially a stasis or Quicksilver Slash can be very useful for the Amumu stun, slash for the Amumu ultimate, and for the Zoe sleep. Maybe I'm looking for lane gang right here in the bot lane. Okay, Aurelia is fighting against Zoe, and Amumu gets a kill. I'm looking maybe for pick here. Okay, 2-for-1, nice. Okay, my red side is up, so let's clear it. Edge of Night is gonna be super important against Zoe. And for you guys wondering why I'm not getting magic resistance later on, it's because Zoe has enough gold to get the Void Staff anyways. And like, having that Hex Drinker or having more magic resistance, it's not gonna help me against the Zoe. Like, just see the damage of Zoe is nuts right now. So that's why I'm like, okay, go reset. We need to buy items. Reset before the objective is spawning, because the Mountain Dragon is gonna spawn in 10 seconds. So go into the base, buy items, group up, and be ready and position yourself before an objective. Every single time. Don't get caught before an objective, especially if it's an Elder or Baron, because then the opponents can just rush it for free. I'm just looking for pick-off right here. 3 damage onto that Zoe, nice. Lose the Edge of Night, but Zoe is very, very chunked down right now. Arel is rotating. Might try to start this because they're chunked down. They're chunked down. We can just rush this right now. Nice, we got the dragon. And you see, because I was already positioned, I already positioned myself, and I just one-shot the Amumu. I already positioned myself before the dragon is spawning, and because of that I had a good position. Seeing that Zoe is gonna come in, and I just chunked her down that she would not be able to be a threat in the team fight anymore. So you see, position yourself, catching people beforehand as a Kha'Zix, very important, or just picking people one by one, since Kha'Zix with the isolation damage is an insane ambush and assassin, and also the Amumu is full AP, so he's very easy for us to one-shot as well. That's Kha'Zix playstyle. Either you're catching people before team fight, or you're flanking, picking people one by one during the team fight, or you just keep chunking them down while they're rushing objective with the second ability, doing a lot of poking damage, and then you're looking for the one by one pick, and then you just jump in, and just get the resets and just pick people off one by one. That's the playstyle you want to apply on the Kha'Zix. If the opponents are bunched up, you just want to try to keep poking them down with the evolved second ability. Zed gets caught by the Zoe. And at this point, Zoe is super strong and her poke damage is insane. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you face check a brush and you don't have vision, and Zoe just absolutely demolishes you. And now look at this problem. Bot side died, mid lane is getting caught, everyone is dead, everyone is getting caught, and I can't do anything about this. And they have a full AP Amumu that is one of the best Baron rushers, so hard to do anything, hard to even contest this. So I think I just have to give it, unless I have like a miracle steal or something. But I think they're too fast anyways. I'm just looking for maybe a steal right here. I'm gonna jump in, but they already secured it, and right now I'm just gonna die. Trying to steal it, and he's just gonna jump over and kill me. So this is looking extremely bad. First Zed got caught by the Zoe, dies on his own, and then my bot lane also got caught and they also died. And now look at this, they got the Baron and they are super fat. They have they just got so many kills and they have so much gold as well. But yeah, the enemy Zoe is a big threat right now. I mean, there's always a chance that you just get the steal somehow, but I didn't have vision. That's the problem about trying to blind steal. You jump in, you don't have the vision about, or the knowledge or information about how much HP is there left. So it was kind of a gamble. A miracle steal would have been nice, because even if I die, everyone gets the Baron. Okay, looking for a pickoff right here, maybe. Oh. I think I should have tried to harass the Tristana there, but I think it wouldn't have mattered anyways. So at this point, they have really good damage. Oh, he jumps in. He wants to know it. He jumps in. I'm getting chunked down. Trinema is pushing topside. That's very bad, obviously, because he's gonna get the tier 3 turret. I'm gonna try to defend it, but he obviously still has the ultimate regardless. So they got one tier 3 turret. The next dragon is gonna spawn in 1 minute. Bot wave is crashing in as well. Tristana's pushing mid lane. So they're pushing from 3 lanes right now. I'm gonna jump out before I get I mean, I can't do anything about the siege from this Zoe right now. So they got 2 tier 3 turrets. It's looking very bad, right? Zoe's getting caught here. Zoe's overextended getting caught. We get the shutdown. That's a major mistake by the Zoe getting caught like that, because this enables us to get 2 kills and be ready, or maybe even try to fight for the dragon, because 2 people are dead and we have a chance to just go for the sneaky steal. I'm gonna try to get the scuttle for vision, because the Baron is gonna spawn in 1 minute, so having that is gonna be very important when they try to rush it or try to contest it. Right here, potentially we're just gonna try to rush it. I think I will try. Zoe and Lulu are dead. I'm just gonna rush it very quickly before Mumu comes in. And we get 2 dragons. And it's also bounty. This ice dragon had bounty on it since we're so behind in gold. So we're getting a lot of additional gold from this. This is very, very good. That Zoe mispositioned herself, giving me a 700 bounty. 700 gold bounty. I'm gonna get the Serida for the additional ability haste and for the additional slow as well. I'm picking Caitlyn back off because Caitlyn has to reset. Baron spawning soon. And she might get caught if she's overstaying pushing. Looking for a pick here potentially. Zoe is checking the brush. I'm gonna just try to chunk them down with my second ability. And I have to be very careful. I'm gonna use the invis so I can go into the brush, chunk them down a little bit. Aurelia is pushing bot side. Baron is spawning. And now we have to position ourselves for this Baron. I have to jump out. The problem is, like, now we know they are not rushing it right now because I have vision on it thanks to the scuttle. That's why the scuttle is so important. Okay, Amumu's in there. The problem is the scuttle vision is gonna run out soon. That's the biggest problem. It's running out right now. And Amumu is so good at just rushing it. Okay, maybe we can fight right here. The problem is Trinum is also split pushing. That's a big problem, huh? Okay. That's a big problem. And I know Silence. He loves to rush Baron, by the way. He loves to rush it. I should have checked right here because he's probably on it already. I'm getting zoned away. I'm already chunked down and they can just rush it right now. Yeah, he's already on it. He was on it. Like, while we were distracted and we didn't have vision, he just rushed it. If you play against Amumu, you always need to have vision on Baron, because then otherwise he would just go for those sneaky rushes. So that's the risk. Sphere. Elder spawning, they have the Baron. They have 2 super minion waves pushing in right now. Plus Elder spawning soon, so this is looking very bad. Like, extremely bad actually. Because with the super minions pushing in, they can just try to get that tier 3 turret, or they can try to just get the Elder as well. Sorry. But you can tell, the position right now is looking very, very bad. They have a Lulu Tristana late game. Lulu Tristana late game. Zoe, extremely strong. Elder spawning as well right now. So they have Baron, they have the late game, and this guy is just one-shotting me as well. I can't. He's just diving and I just die. To be fair, it's not that bad though, because they could have rushed Elder if he doesn't go for this play. They still might go for the Elder. But if they do, only 2 people are alive. Okay, I don't know why my nose is kind of runny right now. Sorry. I'm gonna try to get TP, just in case if they wanna rush it. Okay, they're fighting. Okay, Zed shouldn't have used the ultimate on the Trinamere. Should have saved it for the Tristana potentially. Jump on the Tristana now. Nice. Ooh, they don't get the kill though. I do have teleport. But in 10 seconds. No, 15 seconds, I'm trolling. I'm pinging them to maybe rush it, but Amumu is already teleporting as well. So I don't think I can. Nah, Zoe's alive. Amumu's alive. We can't rush it. Kaelin's defending the waves though. They have 2 inhibitors right now. 1 respawned, which is good. This guy is low. Jumping in. He is super, super low. He is super low. I'm gonna put the ping ward right here. And I'll try to steal it. Maybe. Miracle. Miracle steal. Miracle steal, the only way. But I get chunked down. I just get poked down so badly, I can't. I just have to give them the Elder. Because there are too many people and I just get poked down completely. It's looking pretty better. It's nice, Tristana got caught and we get shut down. It's nice that Tristana got caught. I'm gonna go for the stasis really quick again. Now they do have Elder and they have 3 tier 3 turrets down. They can go for the Baron and end the game at this point. At this point, like, look. At this point, they have the Elder, they can force the Baron, they get Elder plus Baron, and then they can just siege, pushing in all 3 super minion waves, and it's GG. It's GG. Normally, it would be GG. So let's see what we're gonna do about it. It's going in, it's getting chunked down, looking bad. I'm trying to go for the seal potentially. I'm looking, and I don't quite get it though. Can you stasis? When you see ultimate, I just get one-shot by the Zoe though. Arena comes in clutch, gets a kill onto the Zoe, and also Caitlyn kills the Amumu. So we got the 2 for 2. They get the Baron, but some of the allies are losing, or some of the allies are losing their Elder buff. I don't know how they even die with the Elder buff though, to be fair. Zed is 310, Zoe sitting at 12 kills. They have Baron plus Elder, by the way. At this point, they have both buffs at the same time. Tristana plus Lulu late game with Elder and Baron. I mean, they should be dominating, huh? Okay, right here I see Trinimus alone, so I'm looking for maybe a pick on him. Or trying to harass him at least. I'm trying to clear some wards here, just so I can maybe set up an ambush. Looking for an ambush. You're using the second ability to check the brush. I see Trinimus still overextended. Trinimus still overextended, so I'm looking for a flank on that Trinamere, because he's alone right now. He is alone right now, and maybe we can just go for the Trinamere right here. And at the same time, I see Tristana Lulu are pushing mid lane. So we do have to be mindful about that. Okay, she uses the ultimate immediately. There's the Trinamere. Maybe we can jump on that Trinamere. I'm gonna smite him, slow him down as well. He uses the ultimate. He used the ultimate already, so I'm just jumping out. He has the ultimate bound out right now. And I know he doesn't have the ultimate right now anymore. He doesn't have the ultimate out anymore, and I want to pick him again. Like, the moment I see him being still there, I see he's still there and he's low life. I'm kind of scared that bot lane is gonna die because they're pushing bot side, but I see Trinamere is overextended alone, so we're just gonna go for the pick and we get him. We get that kill onto that Trinamere. Just trying to chunk them down, and now I just one-shot the Amumu. I jump in, Zoe gets one-shotted as well, and another one-shot on that Tristan, on that Lulu. When we stasis before I die, and clutch, we manage to ace them. Even though they still had the Baron. 3 super mini waves crashing in. Oh, actually, the inhibitor is still there, but I mean, they had 2 Barons, they had Elder. And look at this. Our base is dead. Look at our base. Our base is completely empty. Super minions are pushing and I defended 1 wave. That should be enough to buy us some time to just push in the mid lane right now. We have the cannon wave. We are rushing the Nexus and we come back. From a game that looked very, very doomed. By them getting the Baron, by them getting the Elder, having Baron and Elder at the same time. But we still clutched it. In the end. In the end, our allies did pretty well as well. The Aurelia, the Caitlyn, and the Yuumi. The Z311 clutching it as well, I guess. But yeah, that's good for the gameplay. Let me see. I'll show you that both are challenger. I want to see the graph. Do I show the graph as well? Show the graph, Mr. Darkbreaker. Jumping forward, where's the graph? Here's the graph. The graph gold-wise is not that bad though, but you can see the objective-wise. Here they have the Baron, then they have the Elder, then they have the Baron again, and they have Baron plus Elder at the same time. But we still have more gold though, during that time. I guess because of the shutdowns and the bounties. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.